Hey, what are you saying to me? Back again. We're in again with a next one. Big dog, you done know. And listen, I was going to start off by doing a Crystal Palace review, talking about the game and everything, what was about it. But you know what? Scrap all that because I've seen all the talk after the game. Everyone now talks sport. I see Sterling on talk sport talking about Arsenal. You need to play expansive football. It's boring and all of this and all the narratives that have now come out. Like now that we're top and it's looking like Arsenal possibly could be set to win their first Premier League in 20 years. And I know it's early. I know we're 9 games in. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. With me, I'm confident. Listen, I feel that this team and the way that we are set up is ours to be won. But let's get to the narratives. Like this is the thing. Like now they're talking about Arsenal playing boring football, set piece FC. They've been calling us set piece FC for 2 seasons now. Just for the record, we as Arsenal fans, we don't care. We honestly do not care. 3 points is 3 points. And this is the problem that we have now. And this is why everyone, when it comes to Arsenal, they change the narratives. Yeah, they change it. 1 minute when we set up defensively against City, was happy to get a point. At City, it was like Arsenal need to play this type of football or play expansive football, do all of this or go for the win. Now we're getting those victories. We played City the other day. Now we're ultra defensive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're talking about, like all of this stuff about us not going there for the win or City coming. Like the narratives that keep on coming out after these games is just mental, and that's why we need to get onto it and talk about it. But also understand the fact that us as fans, like we're not bothered. As long as we get 3 points at the end of the day and secure the win, we move on to the next one. One thing people got to recognize with the games that we've played recently, especially Palace, Fulham, and who else? Palace, Fulham. Who did we play before that? Anyway, it will come back to me. These are games that last season, even Newcastle, these are games that last season and previous seasons have been tricky fixtures for us. These are the fixtures, when you look back, that have cost us. In the season that we lost out by 1 point in the league to Man City, it was the Fulham game and the Aston Villa game that cost us the league. That cost us because we couldn't get the win at Villa. And then when we played Fulham, they beat us 2-1. Those were the games. But now these are the games that Arsenal are navigating and doing it in a smart way. I don't care that if we set up defensively. But then also, we're not setting up defensively. When you look at it, if we go to teams now, teams are scared to play us. Teams are scared to get at Arsenal now. And this is the thing that these pages and these blogs and these media outlets are not letting you know, like, or not saying, because they know it's the truth. Teams come to Arsenal, they don't want to play expansive football. They don't want to get at us, because as soon as you get at us, Arsenal now had the talent to hurt you. We saw it with Atletico Madrid. There was a defensive game. As soon as they went 1-0 down and they tried to open up and come at us, we hit them. 4 goals in the space of 10 minutes. Game's done then. It's a wrap. Teams are seeing that and understanding that, you know what, we have to try and hold on. And even then, not make it embarrassing. Palace went 1-0 down and still set up defensively. They still didn't want to attack because there was a fear factor that knowing that if they try to go for the goal there's a possibility they could be 2-0 down and 3-0 down, chasing the game against a team like this now. And that is the problem that we're having now. Teams do not want to set up against Arsenal in a way that they come out, press the ball high, leave themselves open. But then also when teams are going 1-0 down, they don't want to chase the game then for it not to be embarrassing. What can we do? Then they talk about Arsenal not being able to break down a low block. Arsenal have discovered now that they're good at set pieces. So now we use our strengths of set pieces in those games with the low blocks to get a goal and then shut up shop. Like, I do not see a problem in that. And this is the thing, football has changed. The days of when it was the Pep Guardiolas and the Liverpools on the clock and the Arsene Wengers, when you can come out and play tiki-taka, juk the ball about, it's over. It's gone back to people being more fearful of losing than they are got the energy to win. And that is the way football has gone, because there's such small margins. You think now you can come out as a manager and try to play expansive football, get it down on the ground, play out from the back, try to advance the ball with like little triangles and all of that. You're going to get caught out. And if you lose a game, then the pressure's on. And that is the problem. Managers are spinning around like carousels. You get what I'm saying? One manager here, next minute he's there, and the next minute he gets sacked and he's over there. So ideally, the main thing of football now is not trying to lose. And also now utilizing all your weapons. Yes, if you can have a game where it's back and forth and you can get it down and drop, they're professional players. Trust me, they'll be able to do that. But in games where It's tight, small margins. You have to use everything in your arsenal to get the ball in the back of the net. And one thing Arsenal have shown is that they can play many ways. And this narrative of, you know, boring football, or, you know, setting up ultra defensive is nonsense. We just have a back four that just don't concede. We have a world-class keeper in David Raya, who is showing how good he is now. And listen, fair play to Arteta for making that move and getting rid of Ramsdale and getting in Raya, because he's so solid. I do not worry. And that's the one thing about our games now. And an Arsenal fan, and if anyone else feels the same way that I feel, talk about it, put it in the comments. I go into games now feeling slightly less concerned, not confident in the sense like, oh yeah, we're gonna smash them, or like, yeah, that's an easy win. I don't ever disrespect our opposition like that, because we know now from history and past games that games that we on paper should win, we don't. But what I do go into those games thinking is that, yeah, we can nick this one. We can take this one. This is like, yeah, like I'm more confident. Like even in the Liverpool game, I didn't go into the Liverpool game with the fear and the anxiety like I would a few years ago when we were setting up knowing that these guys could put 3 and 4 past us. We haven't conceded 3 goals in God knows how when. Like right now, we're on a run where we're not even conceding a goal. We're not even conceding shots on target. Like the game at Palace that they considered a shot on target was Raya coming to clip the ball and bouncing the ball off of Nketiah's head, and they counted that as a shot on target. That's how desperate they are to not give off the impression of how defensively powerful this club is and how defensively powerful this back four is. And the thing that we have now is that with the depth that we've gone and got, you take up Saliba and bring in Mascherano and you do not see a difference. There is no weakness. Hanasipi can come in, forgive me if I say his name wrong, like, can come in, you do not see a difference. Marv Lewis Skelly is just as good as Calafiori. Comes in, you don't see a difference. That is the beauty of what we have right now, and that is what is jarring a lot of people. Like, and the thing is, this hasn't happened overnight. When Arsenal was making these transfers 2-3 seasons ago and building for the future, no one couldn't see the vision. Now the vision has come to the light and is coming into fruition, and I feel like the way that this team is set up with the talent that we have, we could dominate football if everyone plays. And I'm talking in the Premier League at this current moment, if everyone plays to their abilities of what they're capable of. We've seen a resurgence in Trossard and Martinelli, who started the season looked like they were out of the club, and I was one of those that was an advocate for them leaving the club. But now seeing how they're playing, I'm like, add some more flavour to that. Go and get Semiano, go and get another winger that can add flavour, that can give us options, and keep these boys. Because even if you can cash in big, because that's another thing, we don't cash in on players for big money. But if someone does come in after Martinelli's playing now and he puts himself in the shop window and the offer comes in at 60-70 million, take it, go and get a replacement, or have someone set up ready to come and step into that position. And even with the injuries that we've got at the moment, we're still able to grind out these victories and grind out no Odegaard, no Havertz, Gabriel Jesus, out injured. And even him, I feel like he has a part to play in this season when he comes back. He came out in an interview saying this week that has no intentions of leaving and he's there till 2027. And I'm here for it. Listen, if he can stay fit and be available, then he's going to bring another dimension that we haven't got, that we have in Eze and some players, but having that he can really drop deep, pick the ball up and take on 2-3 guys and get past them and create something. And yes, he may not be a prolific goal scorer, but having that option and someone like that who can get in amongst the players, get in amongst these low blocks and create something might even open up space for someone like Gyökeres. And let's have it right about Gyökeres as well while we're on it. He's a player right now that there's a lot of criticism from the media in regards to goals, and I think it's just because he's at Arsenal and obviously coming into the Prem. It's like I see something about people talking about Isak settling in. He's been in the Premier League 2-3 seasons now. There's no need for him to settle in. But then you're willing to give someone like Isak the time to settle in, but you're not willing to give someone like Gyökeres the time to settle in. And one thing I have seen him do is from each game get better and better. His hold-up play against Palace was phenomenal. The way that he was getting the ball, holding it up, running the channels, pressing the ball. Yeah, like for his hard work, it will work out for him because he's working hard off the ball and on the ball. and he's getting better each games. And I think the two goals against Atletico, no matter how they came and how you scored them, you put the ball in the back of the net. And what will go down on the record is that he scored 2 goals, regardless of whether they were tap-ins or, deflection goals. That he needed that for his confidence, and his hard work earned him that. And as long as it continues, we've got a good run of games coming up. Hard ones, a couple hard ones after the international break, but then after those, we have a good run of games that hopefully he will be able to, play. We'll be able to play more expansive football against the lesser teams like your Burnleys. Well, Sunderland are playing, so we can't call them a lesser team and disrespect them. But where these teams are going to try to do something and have a free hit, as so Henderson put it, Palace against us. I don't know why it was a free hit, but points are points. You got to get points. You got to try and win the game. They said they had a free hit at Arsenal and they ended up losing the game 1-0. And listen, that's when we will see Gyökeres come up another level, and I think he's got more levels to go. I feel like you can see him being more embedded in the team, being more part of it. And that's another thing people don't think about. Like when you come to a new club like Arsenal, and you see the family orientated kind of camaraderie, the togetherness that they have. I was going to say a big word, but I couldn't think of it or couldn't pronounce it. But yeah, you see the togetherness that they've got there. Yeah, it makes you realize that, can I be a part of this? And you start questioning, but then also you're so desperate to be a part of it and contribute to that. Same with Eze. You can see Eze's been frustrated with himself because he's been wanting to contribute. And then, up in the Palace game, he scores the winning goal, which was a phenomenal goal, must I say as well. Caught it wicked with the bicycle kick, kind of scissor kick, volley, bad boy. And even he needed that. And hopefully for him, that might be a door and a chapter that he's closed, because he's now at his dream club, made his dream move, and having to adjust to that and get his head around that and feeling like he belongs here at this level and playing at this level. So yeah, man, I just wanted to touch on these things because the narratives that I see and what people try to talk about, and it's fear. You see it with the rival fans, you see it with the watch-alongs, you see it, they are fearful of what this Arsenal can do. And what we just need to put the message out there to you guys is that we don't care. Everything that you have to say about us now, we don't care. We've spent 3 seasons finishing second. There's nothing for us to fear. Even this season, I feel like this team is fearless now. What's the worst can happen? We've had a lead and given it away and finished second. We've, been chasing and come up short. We've had it where we've had an injury-ridden season and come up short. Like, we've been there, done it now. Like, I feel like those experiences make them realize what we got to fear. We've been there, done it. What? It's going to happen eventually. We are going to get over the line eventually. So why are we fearful of that? Let's keep plugging away, keep chipping away. And you see it with this team. They don't care. They're not listening to it. Gabriel running over to the corner flag and lifting up the corner flag to let you know we know about set piece FC. We're strong when it comes to this. We don't care. You don't care. You lot deal with it. You lot figure a way how to stop it, because we're going to keep playing our way. We're going to keep doing the things that we want to do on the pitch, and we're going to keep getting the wins. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. No one ain't going to say Arsenal won that league off the back of how many set pieces. All it will go down in history is that they won the league. And that's all that matters to us. 20 years of not winning the league, yeah? So I don't care how we get over the line. I don't care what anybody has to say. I don't care about all the I see some other narrative about, open plays. Like, all right, you want to talk about goals from open play and what the table will look like from goals from open play. All right, cool. But how many of them open play goals would have accumulated into points? Let's have it right. Like, not all those games they were scoring goals and the other team didn't score. So who gives a fuck? We don't care, bro. As long as we know is that the points are on the board, yeah, and we are opening up the gap. And what people need to do is probably get back. If you're so worried about Arsenal, you better get behind Liverpool and hope Man City and hope these teams find form and do something about it. Because if they don't, and the way that we continue to play, we might run away with it. And I'm not saying that to be cocky. I'm saying it because at the end of the day, the way that we're playing, you look at this team and they're not conceding. They're winning the games that they need to win. They're plugging away. How it would have to be a full capitulation or falling apart in order for this team to drop points like in a mad way. And every season, everyone has a blip, and every season, everyone has a has their moment like Liverpool are having now. And that all happens. But as it stands right now, we're best suited and best set up, where I don't see where the blip's going to come unless we have 100 guys go sick or 100 guys fall off. Do you get what I'm saying in that sense? But anyway, Big Doug, sorry about the delay in getting these videos over to you. I'm going to be more persistent, be more consistent. Anything you wish for man to talk about, write in the comments. What's your views? Let me know what you think about all this stuff that they're talking about, the narratives that are being pushed. Put it in the comment section. Let's discuss it. Let's get to it. Anyway, we roll on. This week, Brighton in the Carabao Cup. Listen, we need the win there. Listen, we need to clean up. We need to make sure we get to these finals, start getting our hands on some silverware and bringing that feel-good feeling, that winning feeling back at Arsenal. Yeah? Everyone stay blessed. If you like what's going on, subscribe, like, get involved. You done know.